The Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Now, this is a great book, especially if you aspire to get to positions of power, if you aspire to be a leader, but you have to use these ideas at your own risk because some of these ideas can be really dark and manipulative. With that being said, I want to talk to you about law number one, the law that literally made me $30,000. So, this law changed my life in many ways. I was really struggling in my high-tech career back when I was working as a computer engineer in a Fortune 500 company. And even after being in the company for a few years and working really, really, really hard, I did not get promoted. And I was really mad, really frustrated. I was working these 12, 16-hour days and I wasn't getting promoted. I was really concerned and frustrated and mad about the whole thing. And then one of my friends recommended this book to me for a completely different reason. And when I came across this book and I read law number one totally blew my mind because I had been blatantly going against this law all the time. Now, you might be wondering what law number one is. Okay, let me tell you what I was doing wrong, and then I'll tell you what exactly law number one is. What I was doing wrong was I would just tell my boss when he was wrong. I was constantly trying to prove how smart I was, right? I would show him and my VP and all my superiors why my ideas were amazing, why I was awesome. I was constantly trying to prove and impress how smart I was. And if you've ever been in that situation where you are constantly trying to prove how smart you are, you find yourself frustrated because you think others are not responding to you. You feel that others are not respecting you. Others don't think you're smart enough. And then you try even harder. And that's why I was stuck. So here's what law number one taught me. Law number one of all the 48 laws of power, there is a reason why it's law number one. This is the most important law of all the laws. Law number one is never outshine the master. So as you can see, what I was trying to do was completely going against law number one. I was telling my boss they were wrong. I was trying to show my VP and my superiors how amazing I was. I was trying to impress them and I was trying to outshine them. And that was causing problems in my career. So as soon as I read law number one, I realized the biggest mistake of my career and I changed course. I decided to change my ways. I made a decision to never try to prove how smart I was, never try to outshine him in public. I made a decision to never try to prove why I was right and they were wrong in any of the big meetings or with any of the meetings with superiors, and not trying to outshine them in any kind of events or anything like that. I made a decision to never try to show how talented I was or how to prove that I was really smart. Instead, I decided that I'm going to make them shine. So I decided to do whatever I could to make sure my boss looked good, to help my VPs and my other superiors look good, to make them the hero in the meetings, to make them the amazing people in those meetings, in those circumstances. And literally within 3 months, I was promoted. I got a $10,000 raise, which over a period of 3 years was worth $30,000. So literally this law alone made me $30,000. How amazing is that? If I had never come across this book, I probably would have struggled with this problem for a very long time in my career because there was no understanding on my part as to what was going on. So the reason why this law works is that the people above you, your superiors, they want to appear smarter and more talented than everyone else. So even these people could be your mentors, your investors, whoever they are, they want to appear smarter. They want to appear talented. And when we show off how good we are, we make others feel insecure. They feel the resentment and they don't want us to grow, and that threatens them. So they push us down. So here's the thing. This is what Robert Greene said in his book, and this is a great line to remember. Superiority of a subordinate over his superior is fatal. So never outshine the master. A really, really important law in this book, 48 Laws of Power. There are a lot of other great laws of power in this book, and I invite you to check it out. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.